I have a question for you and all of the Zionist sympathizers who seek to minimize the suffering of the Palestinians by using statistics. In Germany, was it 6 million or just 600,000? And while you figure out the answer to that riddle, let us point out to the very obvious contradiction when you later on admit that 700,000 Palestinians who resided in the region in 1948 were later removed from their land.
Yes, during the War of Independence, many Arab villages were destroyed and about 700,000 people were displaced. That's what happens when you try to wipe out your neighbors. You might well lose and have to pay the price.
Thereby implying that within just a year, Israel had managed to displace and dispossess the entire Arab Palestinian population from their homes. Yet you do not consider that ethnic cleansing.
احنا ما بنكره اليهود وبنقاتل اليهود لانهم يهود. اليهود اهل دين واحنا اهل دين. احنا بنحب كل اهل الاديان. احنا بنحب كل اهل الاديان. احنا بنحب كل اهل الاديان. اخويا هذا اللي من امي وابويا اللي دينه مسلم اذا اخذ بيتي وقربني منه انا بقاتله. انا بقاتل اخويا. بقاتل ابن عمي اذا اخذ ارضي وبيتي وقربني. فلما اليهودي ياخذ ارضي وبيتي ويقربني منها كمان انا مستعد اقاتل.
According to his final report, the Commission at the United Nations describes ethnic cleansing in the following terms: a purposeful policy designed by one ethnic or religious group to remove by violent and terror-inspiring means the civilian population of another ethnic or religious group from a certain geographic area. They go on to mention the different means by which this may be executed, including severe physical injury to civilians, confinement of civilian populations in ghetto areas, forcible removal, displacement of civilian populations, deliberate military attacks or threats of attacks on civilians and civilian areas, destruction of property, attacks on hospitals. All of these constitute crimes against humanity and can be assimilated to specific war crimes. Furthermore, such acts could also fall within the meaning of genocide convention. I would now like to draw the audience's attention to the growth in population and the disproportionate balance of power between Arabs and Israelis since 1948. The information on display was sourced and published by Israel's Central Bureau of Statistics in a paper published as recently as December 30th, 2021. The report discloses the following facts and figures, wherein the Jewish population currently constitutes 73.9% of the total population, while the Arabs only account for 21.1% and the remaining groups 5%. The Jewish community numbered approximately 806,000 in 1948 and have grown exponentially by a factor of 12 ever since. Even when we combine the Arab populations in Palestinian regions and those within the State of Israel, the Jewish community still remains a majority. It would seem as if the ethnic cleansing certainly took effect, even if the Zionists prefer to call it self-defense.